Hello, everybody. I think I found something very interesting today. We'll see if you think the same or if you disagree. Anyway, this white to move and win this. We have two pawns here. One is about to be exchanged, so we have to rely on this one in the end, and we need to get it all the way up to A8 to promote in order to win this. So Black will of course do what he can. He wants to exchange these pawns. He wants to put the king on a8 since our bishop is of the wrong color. If there's a pawn in a or h file, the bishop has to be in the same color as the promoting square in order to win, unless we can block the king from coming there. So we will try to do that. Black will try to get his king up here, and we can only find this in one variation where we can win in the end. So, all right, that was a lot of talking. Now it's time for you to pause the video, analyze this, and see if you can find the full variation where white is to move and win. Go ahead. Okay, here we go. So there's a lot of starting moves to look at actually. Let's look at this. It's probably not a good idea. There's no point in exchanging here. Perhaps getting bishop here with a tempo check, but this is just, we are not getting away with this. This pawn will be caught. We have to move the bishop. We can try something like this, but black will perhaps play c5, attack the pawn, and we will not be able to win this. We can do something like this, but black will get up here. There's no point. He will stay here and come to a8, and we cannot do anything about this. Okay. Trying to get some sort of tempo move here doesn't give us much, because black, it's a clever try, it is for sure, but black has one very good option, and it's not to take here. If he does that, he will lose, but he will play c5 first. Black has no issue in keeping this pawn. That is not good for him. It's just in the way, so he just want to move it, so he get clear path here, and we cannot do anything about that. This will be exchanged, and he will end up with the king on a8 and get a draw out of this. Okay, if we start with the bishop here, we are blocking the pawn. At the same time, we are protecting these pawns we can take with the bishop or the king. Well, let's look at that. Black will get this first part of the plan done, exchange the pawns. We will not waste time with taking here with the bishop. Instead, the king should come to f1. We get plenty of time to take this later. But still, this is not quick enough for us to win. We play a4. Now he's attacking our bishop. So that's for the tempo we were trying to gain. Now when we move, we can take this since we're moving anyway. And now black can attack this pawn, or even simpler, he can just push his c pawn again and park up here on a8, and he will be good enough to clear the draw. So no, it's not bishop c5. Bishop b4 looks interesting also. Black will do the same, exchange. We put our king on f1, and we'll grab this later on. But again, at this point, if black tries something with his king, he will lose. I can show you first. Perhaps he does this. We push the a5, goes with c5, attacking our bishop and at the same time opening up. But we are winning because we are playing a6. So we are ignoring the threat, of course, and he doesn't have time to take it. He wants to stop our pawn, and now we can put the bishop on a5. So now everything is covered here. He cannot come anywhere with his king, and we can easily just grab this and then this and win. But let's back from the beginning. Bishop b4, exchange, f1. I said if he tries something with his king, he will lose, but instead he will do the same again. Just play c5 and get his king up here with the tempo win. We wanted to play bishop a5 when the pawn comes, but if we do it now, we're blocking our own pawn and we don't have time to get it promoted. Black will park up here and again save a draw. So that was all the non-winning variations. Finally, here comes the right answer. We have to start with bishop to e7. That's the only square we can put it and win. And it will become clear soon enough. Okay, so of course, black will again exchange. No strange things there. We put our king on f1 and he plays c5 in order to get the full path up here. But look at this now. a4. King comes there. a5. He continue. a6. And now black thinks he might be able to take this. But that's why we had to put it on e7, because the bishop must come to d8. And now we are blocking everything here. Look at this. The king cannot move. If he tries to attack the pawn, well, we just push it and promote. If he attacks the bishop, we ignore that threat and we push the pawn instead, and it promotes. So at this point, black cannot move the king at all. He just has to move his pawns, and we have time enough to stop them with our king. We're just leaving these bishop and pawn as it is. And finally we grab here. Now black has to move. He's in zugzwang. He has to move away from the pawn in either direction, like this. And then we will promote, and we will win in the end. So, recap. All the starting positions, all the possible starting moves. There's only one that wins, and it's bishop e7 with the plan to get it to d8 to block the diagonal. Put the pawn here on a6 to block here, and then clear things up with our king first. All right, that's this study. Did you manage to solve it or not? I'm curious. Write me a comment and tell me. See you again tomorrow, everybody. Have a great day. Bye bye.